My first guest, of course, is an international film and television star. He's beloved all around the world, but nowhere more than on his own home turf. Please welcome Canada's own Michael J. Fox.
All related to me.
Oh, these are all your relatives,
all
apparently.
My relatives.
Yeah. There are foxes everywhere, yeah.
A lot of foxes in Toronto.
Do Canadians always treat you like that? Is that the treatment you get if you, in some other part of the world, if you run into a Canadian?
Well, I don't think it's, I mean, we all do that to each other. I mean, it's like, it's true. It's like this Canadian, it's like we have this kind of ass-sniffing thing, you know? We like, it's like...
Wait, that's something very different,
no,
probably.
You can be anywhere. I don't know how I'll say it, because you can be anywhere, and someone will go, hey, Mike, Canadian. And they're like, yeah, oh, yeah, cool, where are you from? But they can just, everybody's like, it's like, the first thing you have to do is announce you're Canadian.
Right, right.
No matter where you are in the world, like, it's like, hey, you Canadian? Canadian. Like, just want you to know, while we're in Turkey, I'm also here.
Yeah. That's the other funny thing is there's probably also this assumption that you know, that people think that, hey, he's Canadian too, you guys probably know each other. It's like a pretty large landmass.
That's an American thing, right? In America, they say, they'll say, where are you from? I'll say Vancouver, and they'll say, I got a friend in Toronto, you must know him.
You guys see each other at the local store all the time? Now, did you speak, speaking of Canada and going to America, did you work to lose your accent? Did it happen naturally?
To lose my accent? You mean to get my American accent?
Yeah, yeah. That's Don't make me bring the Space Needle back out here. There's a guy over here who's really mad at the Space Needle.
I'm mad at the pudding. I stepped in the pudding.
It's pudding. I didn't know it was pudding. It's delicious.
Yeah, no, I had to learn how to say like things like sorry. I'd say sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom, I gotta go out, and be back about 5.
Right.
Whereas, like in America, I had to think of like Indira Gandhi. I think of like an Indian dress, like sorry. So you
had to work on that stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
I'll be out for a while.
Yeah.
It's like mouth stretching exercises.
Yeah. You sounded Texan for a while there.
Yeah. It got pretty weird.
Now, you moved to LA when you were in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining...
Literally in high school.
Literally in high school. That's a scary time in your life to make such a big move. Were your teachers supportive? Were the people in your life supportive when you made this big move?
My family was supportive. I left school in 11th grade. Don't try this at home. But I left in 11th grade, and yeah, my father was cool because I was acting, I was making a living doing acting. I was doing theater at night, and I was failing drama in the morning, so... So they kind of realized my situation, and so my father was cool about it. My teachers were not so cool. I had this law teacher, social studies teacher, who said, when I told him, he said, you're making a big mistake, Fox. You're not going to be cute forever. And I said, maybe just long enough.
Maybe just for a few years of cuteness, cash in on it.
But now, sadly, it's proven true, but the checks are cash.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, boy, it's great to be up here.
They won't have any self-deprecating wit here. They're not having it.
It's so great to be up here.
So, and you had to, for a while, you had no money when you first moved to the States, right?
No, I was selling, this is a story I always tell, but I sold my sectional couch section by section.
Did you just sell off pieces of it when you got desperate?
Yeah, things would be bad, and I would go, there's a guy who lived in my building, Lance, who's an actor, and I'd go and I'd knock on his door and say, things are pretty tight, you need the middle section. If he was flush, he'd buy the middle section, and then I got family ties.
Wow. Did he make it as an actor, Lance?
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it back.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you're on Scrubs now. That's a show I really enjoy. It's a funny show. And you play a doctor. It's a good part. It's a funny, you're a doctor with obsessive compulsive disorder, and this is something you know a little something about because you have a little bit of OCD,
well,
don't you?
I have one thing, but I don't know if it's technically OCD, but if I see, I can't even talk about it. If I see fingernail damage, or
fingernail damage, like a torn finger?
Yeah, okay, see
okay,
now,
okay, all right.
See,
you don't like that?
I have this ritual I gotta go through. I gotta press every single fingernail, like that. And that's it. Now there's a commercial.
You gotta rub your gums too?
Yeah, it's weird. I have no idea what that's about, but there's a commercial in the States for some kind of fungal remover. And these little, I can't even say it. These funguses come and they lift up the toenail.
Oh my God, yeah.
And they climb under there. And I mean, I'm telling you, I'm hopping around and my kids are laughing. It's like, get Daddy, the commercial's on with this. Daddy, come in. I come in. It's like, oh, you bastards! You shameless little
Those
bastards.
are mean kids.
Oh, they're awful.
And then you're rubbing your hands and...
I'm like a twitch-a-thon anyway.
So these kids are not
Let's
nice.
make it worse.
Yeah. Now, you had a very nice experience. I've known for a long time that you played guitar. And recently, and in the first Back to the Future movie, you got to play some really good... Which was you playing, I've always heard.
Well, I finger-synced it. I mean...
Right, you finger-synced it,
Which
but...
sounds dirty, but it really isn't.
Oh, yeah. I got a story on that later. But you got to recently jam with Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, it was cool.
Now, is that... You have to be pretty good to be able to probably jam with Bruce Springsteen,
No, you have to... If you suck as badly as I do, you have to jam with Bruce Springsteen. otherwise, you know, I got to play with good musicians, and I turn it down. It's like the opposite of Spinal Tap. My guitar turns down to like -1, so everybody else can be heard. But.
Right. Was it intimidating, or you just got? It was just fun. You just had a good time.
You played with him once, didn't you?
Yeah, that's why I said you have to be pretty good to play with Bruce. No. No, I'm not. I just played rhythm. He came on the show once, and it was a blast. I didn't do anything fancy.
I just kind of hung in the back. I played. There was a song called "Light of Day" that I did a movie a long time ago called "Light of Day" that he wrote. Oh, come on, please. That was really being nice.
Yeah.
And he, you like "Life with Mikey" too? You can't
go wrong with this crowd. You can't do wrong.
But anyway, he wrote the theme song for that. He wrote "A Light of Day," and and so I played it when we did the movie, and I butchered it, and I always kind of felt bad about it. And every time I see Bruce Springsteen somewhere, I think like he hates my guts because I butchered "A Light of Day." So when I got a chance to play with him, we played that song. It was amazing.
Oh, that's really cool.
Great, yeah.
That's one of those great things you get to do. Well, speaking of great things you get to do, when we found out that we were coming here to do this show, and I know you got a lot going on, you were one of the first people to call up and say, I'm there, I want to help out. And so this was, very good, man. Scrubs airs Tuesday nights on NBC. Yeah. And for more information on the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, visit michaeljfox.org and check that out. Thank you so much. Excellent man right here. Michael J. Fox, champion moose color, Ken Copeland coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.